Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard. I'm Penge and welcome back to Farm Manager World, where we are now making quite a lot of lovely cheese here at the lovely people's farm, which is brilliant because I do like a nice bit of cheese. And also we're making butter. Let's not forget about the lovely butter that we're making, because of course over here we've got our 2 milk processing plants up and running and working away quite nicely. But I think we could do a little bit better with this. I think we could cope with another 2 of these. If we take a look up here right now, we can see that at the minute we've got just over 6,000 units of cow's milk that we're just going to have to sell as regular cow's milk. And that's okay, that generates a good bit of money. But if we turn it into other things, if we turn it into different cheeses and butters and things, we could get even more money for it. And I think that's probably plenty of milk to go around another 2 of these plants. I don't quite know exactly how much they use. So it's 300 cow's milk to make a bit of butter, and it's 400 cow's milk to make the lovely cow cheese. So I think we should be okay. And of course down here, we could also make some cottage cheese, which is a product that we haven't actually started making yet. So I think we could do with another 2 of these. I think that'll be fine, and hopefully we won't get any kind of, supply issues like we've seen with our mills over here, because they've sort of gone a little bit wibbly. Certainly that one has, because we haven't got the lovely organic jute stuff in yet. So little bit of a supply issue with those, but I think, yeah, we've got plenty of milk supply to go around another 2 of these. So I think, without any further ado, let's just get that done right now. Let's get them in, because we can definitely afford it. We've got, again, just over 5 million farm manager monies. I think that's plenty of cash. So let's go into here and get us a couple of the milk processing plants. And yeah, that one can face this way. So we'll put another road coming round. So pop that one in like that, and then pop the other one in the other way round so it can sit just like that. And then we will get a road. So we'll bring a little road coming through sort of like that. It's quite hard to see the roads, where the markings are on the roads when it's wintry, because it's sort of just, the sort of outline disguises itself against the snow. So a little bit of extra road there, but maybe that's not such a bad thing, because I think over here we could put ourselves a little power thingamajig. I remembered to do something with the power, everybody. It's a miracle. Brilliant. Okay, so that should be okay. And does that power... Yeah, that power then covers that one just there. So they should all be able to be powered up and such. So I think that's going to be quite good. And then over here, we need to get another worker house, because yes, it needs another 8 employees to work in those 2 factories, because they take 4 each. So if we then pop that just there, which I think almost perfectly fits. I think there's a little gap in the middle. Do you know what? That gap in the middle, let's build some nice decorative things. Maybe we'll have... I like the little lights. They're quite good. That makes sense. We'll put a couple of lights around like that. Could we have some trees? Could we get a tree? Or is it going to be weird? Oh no, it might be okay actually. It might be okay. No, it's a bit weird putting the trees in. The trees appear to need quite a lot of room. Like, why can't we put in a thin tree? Why has it got to be a big tree like that? Can't we put in a slightly smaller tree? Is it the same tree every time? Oh, that tree's enormous. Just put in a smaller tree. Okay, never mind. Right. No trees. That's okay. Right. Let's just get some of these in then. Let's just get some nice sort of planter things in. We will have several of those going down that side, like so. And then maybe on the other side, just get different ones. We'll get... Oh, which ones were those? Are they the red ones? Have I got snow on and I can't see? Do you know, whatever the case, we'll just put them in like that. There we go. And then at the end, we shall have a centerpiece flower pot. There we go. Lovely. Right, that will do. So get time moving on. In fact, get time moving on nice and quick. And yes, let's get these done. And we need to add the extra production line things, which again will not be too much of a bother for our finances, because we've got quite a lot of money now, which is nice. I mean, look at that as well. We've still got a surplus of sheep's milk. There is still quite a bit of that to go around as well. So yeah, we've got plenty of supply for these. I don't think it's going to be an issue. That's gone down to 2,600, but I think that's because we are auto trading over a certain amount. yeah, we're selling above 2,000. And even then, I think we've got plenty left. So, here we go. Right, hang on. First things first, Page. Let's do this first. Add the new lines in. And what are we going to do here? So I think over here, let's take some cow's milk and turn it into the cow's cottage cheese, because we haven't got that yet. And then maybe, do we just do the same with that? Let's just do the same with that one, shall we? Just have the cottage cheese factory just there. Lovely. And then over here, we will have... what else can we do? I mean, we could do... We have got the sheep milk still. We still have got plenty of the sheep milk to go around. So we could have another sheep milk... sheep cheese line like that. And then this one could be... maybe more butter? Maybe some more butter. That'll do. Hang on, how much cow cheese have we got on the go? Oh, crikey, it's quite complicated to look at all these. We've only got one lot of cow cheese, actually. Do you know what? We'll change that round. We'll have that going for some more nice cow cheese. There you go. Lovely. And yes, over here, let's hire some people. Right, anybody good at working with machines and things? You. So, hang on a minute. Hang on. What do we call that house? Dairy house. We're going to call it Dairy, apart from I can't spell, Dairy House 2, Cheese Boogaloo. There you go, Dairy House 2, Cheese Boogaloo. I don't know, it's been a long day. Right, okay, so you can go into there, Thea Gibson can go in, and that is it. The only one person that can operate any kind of machinery in a factory style is that one person. Well, isn't that good? Okay, so you can immediately go into there. Lovely. So we've got one factory operating on sort of quarter capacity and that one not doing anything at all. Well, isn't that brilliant? Okay. So I think as well, let's possibly just adjust the auto trade values of this to be above 1,500 and then adjust that to be 2,500 just to give us a little bit of capacity with that. There we go. Right, and then we just need to keep checking this. We just need to hope this refreshes quite quickly. I don't know how often that does refresh. Is it weekly? Ah, right, here we go. It has refreshed. We've got a couple of people here. So William Holmes, in you come. Thea Potter, in you come. And Harvey Ahmed. You can come in as well. So that is 4 people. So I think what we'll do is let's put Thea Potter into there. And then we shall also get this one up and running with William Holmes and Harvey Ahmed. Okay, so now they're both running at half capacity. So go back to over here. Have we got anybody else? We've got one additional person. Okay, so Ethan Mitchell, who is quite expensive, but hopefully, yeah, they can help make a lot of cheese and pay back their wages. So there you go. So like that. And then you can go into there. And we still need 3 more. We still need 3 more people. So let's just keep refreshing this. I mean, there's quite a lot of, good, other people that are good at other farm jobs. Lots of people working with animals and, plants and things. But that's not what we're after right now. Thank you. Okay, it's refreshed again. Okay, Luke can come in. So Luke, I think, can be the final worker over here. Okay, Luke Shepherd. Feels like it should be with the animals, but okay, so you can work over there. And then we need 2 more. I can see 1, Jasper, in you come. And, oh, there you go. Jasper and Aaron. Aaron's an absolute steal at that much money per month. Wow, okay. And I think that should be it. So Aaron, Jasper, there we go. We are now making a lot more cheese and butter and such like, which is good because we've got capacity to do so. Let's get that done. And now, if I recall correctly, we need to focus over here a little bit. So yeah, once these are done, once these tomatoes are done, they've got 15 days left. We want to then get rid of those. Those ones are fine. Want to get rid of these. So 18 days until they're done and 10 days until they're done. So as soon as we harvest these, we then get rid of those, they go away, and we replace them with lovely organic tomatoes. That's what we are going to do. What is the problem here? Oh, it's the jute thing. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. And I think as well, let's do another bit of training because we can. That one, why can't we do that? We need 2 medium cow sheds. Okay, so we can't quite do that. Plenty in there. That's all done. That's all done. That's all done. Okay, most of it is almost up. We'll go for that, look. Let's just get that one because we can afford it. And it's good to tick these things off. We'll get all the things sorted. And then as soon as that's all finished, as soon as we've done all the training, we will then know that everything is available to us. We'll know that we can do all of the things available in the game, which is going to be quite handy. Okay, how are you guys getting on? Have you started work on anything? I don't think so. I think they are still grabbing a few bits and bobs. I mean, the nearest warehouse is over here. Do we want to build another warehouse here? That might be a good idea, actually. That might be a good idea. Hang on. We will go to logistics. We shall build a warehouse just there. Get that done. And then we'll put the milk and stuff in here. That's what we will do. We'll put the milk in here. So then they don't have to walk all the way down there. They can just come here for it. And that is significantly nearer. So, yeah, pick resource. Yeah, milk, please. So that one. And that one, please. Can we change the number? So if we said 1,000, we can have 1,000 of that in there. Yeah, that makes a bit more sense, doesn't it? Yeah, put them into there, please. And then take those out. Don't do that. So there might be a little bit of sort of faffing around as they shufty the resources about, but I think that's going to be better. That's just going to be a lot better. There we go, look. There we go. I think they've just dropped things off. I think now in here, not that we can sort of filter through, but I think there is going to be some milk, possibly. Is there? I don't know. Although, hang on, we need to do this. Upgrade the thing just because we can. Okay, yeah, they are doing something in here. They are... A truck just appeared to do something. But hang on. No, but look, the stuff is going into here. This is good. Okay, so they've got the milk going into here. And, oh, look at that. They're working on making some more lovely sheep cheese. There we go. Right, that is that done. Very happy with that. That's looking wonderful. That training is almost complete as well, which is excellent. Not much more we can do while it's wintry. But that's not going to last that long, I don't think. In the meantime, let's get these other things done. So all that logistics stuff was done, wasn't it? So all that's finished. So that end of the research tree is done. So it's production and animals. That's all we can work on now. Okay, do you know what? Grain industry. We'll come to that at some point soon because I would like to make our own bread and things. We can't do it right now. But yeah, we'll unlock that thing. That's all fine. And yeah, we have got the fruit and vegetable production plant. We've got one of those. Hang on, what does that do? Let's take a look at one of those. We've got these other plants. That one there, fruit processing plant. Now you see, yes, I would like to get one of those in. I would like to get one of those in to turn our sort of apricots and stuff into dried apricots. We can make like jams and preserves and things, which all sounds exciting. So that'd be quite fun. And also a vegetable processing plant, because we can then turn our huge amounts of tomatoes into things. We get carrots from the field over there. So we can use the carrots, we can turn them into carrot juice or freeze them or whatever. Yeah, there's plenty we can do with that as well. So I'd like to get one of those in. We've got an oil factory. That might be quite good. That's 500,000 farm manager monies to get that in. And then, yeah, then the food processing plant that just turns stuff into other things. So we can make, sort of pre-prepared meals and sushi and what have you. Okay, so how about then? See, I would like to get an oil factory in. I think that'd be quite good. But we don't grow anything to sort of turn into oils just yet. So possibly, should we think about that? What can we do with oil? I'm just going to run time on quickly because it's fine. We'll just get through winter and all that. Oh, hang on though. Hang on a minute. No, we need to sort this out. I forgot about this. Right, they need to come out. Okay. So replace this, yes, I would love to, with organic tomatoes, please. Yes, lovely because it's bio, but organic tomatoes, thank you. So do that. That will be amazing. And then, yeah, that is being harvested. So as soon as this is finished, we'll do exactly the same thing. And then we shall have lots of lovely organic tomatoes. And there we go. Right, that's all done. Don't need to do that. Yes, please get rid of it. Absolutely. Bio and tomatoes. There we go. So they'll take all of these out. and then replace them. That's all fine. 7 days left. Organic field is being polluted by either inorganic plants or production buildings. In 7 days, a field will be converted to inorganic. What? What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean. What do you mean it's being what? Polluted? Seed thing 1 and seed thing 2. What? So, because this is near to a building which produces organic seeds, it can't grow organic seeds. That doesn't make any sense, game. That is gibberish and doesn't work. I don't understand. I don't understand. Maybe it's... Yeah, I mean, you click on that and the problems are seed thing 1 and seed thing 2. I mean, why is that a problem? That's across the road. That might be an issue because it's next door. Okay, so... Well, that's just a bit silly, isn't it? That is a bit silly. I'm going to run time on and just see what happens. I mean, it's claiming that in 7 days it's going to get converted to an inorganic field. Which, I disagree with that. Farm manager, I disagree with your logic there. Just because it's a production building doesn't mean it's going to taint the greenhouses. That doesn't work. Because, I get it, if it was one of these, I get that. Massive, big, sort of noisy factory, lots of busyness, and yeah, I imagine there's going to be a certain amount of sort of, chemicals and things in these factories. I'd get that. That makes sense. But this building here just makes organic seeds. That's all it does. So why would it cause a problem to these? Okay, that's a bit silly. I'm calling that as a bit daft. Okay, we might have to revise our plan there, because our greenhouses are near to a building that makes seeds. Therefore, they couldn't possibly have organic seeds in them. My goodness. It's a terrible thing. Okay, we'll see what happens in 5 days. And it can just reset or whatever they've got to do. I don't know what they're doing. But yeah, we'll see what happens in a bit, shall we? So we've got, still 5 days until something happens. I mean, after this, where do we go? Where do we go next? I think possibly what we could do is, let's try, as soon as it becomes unwintery, really, maybe over here, look, let's get a new sort of farming bit set up. So it'll need new warehouses and some new farming equipment to go over here and such like. Yeah, there's our jute thing. But maybe over here, we could get all of the different sort of plants growing to make various oils. And then we could have some oil factories to make, sunflower oil and vegetable oil or whatever they can make. I think that's what we should do. I think that sounds like a good idea. So, yes, oil. So we can make... colza oil we could do, but we tend to keep the colza for other things. Flax oil, hemp oil, soybean oil, and sunflower oil. I mean, I do like sunflowers. They look pretty in the fields. So we're going to get some sunflowers. Which pays the best? Whoa! Hemp oil, 112.65 per litre, I assume. Good lord. Okay, right. We're going to grow some hemp oil. Is hemp not? Okay, right. No, are we allowed to grow hemp? Okay, we're going to grow some hemp oil, possibly. And, not grow the oil. Grow some hemp and grow some sunflowers. That's what we're going to do. I mean, that's not bad. The soybean stuff isn't bad either. But, yeah, the flax is more. So I think that's what we'll do. We will do that. And it looks as well like you can't have sort of the organic sort of eco version of this. You don't get that. It's just sunflower oil. That's kind of it. That's all you can make. Yeah, hang on a minute. No, that's the wrong button, you buffoon. Yes, in here... Can we check that out? So go to the end. Yeah, there's not like a bio version of that. It's just, that's what you get. So, okay, that's fine. So yeah, we'll get that set up over here, I think. That, I think, is going to be quite good. Maybe here. Maybe in this area we could do that. And we've got a big space here. Get a couple of big fields in of sunflowers and things. That'll be pretty. We need to build a little road around the edge of here. So how near to the edge of that can we get? So not there. Can we get there? Okay. So that's as close to the edge of this little hill as we can get, which we can't terraform away. We can't flatten it or anything. Okay. So we'll try and bring it Can we bring it round like that? Nope, still got to go round. Still can't go that way. That's too hilly, apparently. Can we go across now? Yes, we can. Okay, right. Bring it round. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to work this out. This is going to be fine. We're going to do some hill road building. So not there. Where can we go? So not there. Can we go here? No, apparently that's still too hilly, allegedly. I mean, it looks flat enough to me. That apparently is still too hilly. That's okay, though. Okay, so do that, connect that up, and then, yeah, bring that all the way across here to link up. What is the issue now? What? This is entirely flat, game. This is apparently we can't build. We can build there. No, this is very silly. Okay, can we build across there like that? Yes. Okay, we'll do that. We'll connect that bit. No, just there like that. And then we'll get rid of those bits. There we go. Right, so we've got a road going around there. So we now know the sort of the shape of this bit, if you like. And as well, we have got another one of the big roads coming in across here. So maybe we extend that to come all the way down here. Oh, crikey, this is... Right, this is massive. Okay, we'll put all that across the back. Like that, please. Huge big road. That is good. And then, can we get one of those across here? It annoys me that these things don't snap to where I want them to snap. It's like, I don't want you there. I want you across the other bit. Does it make any sense? Right. Okay, not to worry. So then we'll go back over here. We will get a regular road put around like that and then just connect it up like so. Right, there we go. So over here, I think we have oil field things. I think, yeah, that's what we're going to do. As soon as we're out of winter, because I still think technically we're in winter, although, yeah, it is now much nicer around here. Okay, let's see what these are doing. 2 days left until Tomato-geddon, which again is just weird and slightly daft and doesn't make any actual sense. 1 day left. I'm intrigued. Let's see what happens. Does something, like, do they just fall apart? Do the plants just wither and die in there? I don't know. I'm not sure. So let's have a look at what's going on. So anytime we like, 1 day left and still 1 day left. Still 1 day left. I mean, they're fertilizing. They're still working on the plants as though it's all fine. Right, spring is here. This is good news. Yay for spring. What do you mean 1 day? Loads of days are passing by. Days are it's 25th. And then, yeah, we just paid out various bits and bobs. And now more this is more stuff coming in. So maybe, are we on full speed? There you go. It's 26 now. 1 day left. Right, and now they're back to just normal tomatoes. Right. I disagree with that game. I think that's a bit stupid, I'll be honest. That's nonsense. But okay, fine. So that's just set us back, really. That was just a big old waste of time. Okay, right, never mind. That was just annoying. But yeah, that's the way it is. I noticed over here, look, everybody's very busily getting on with all this kind of stuff. This is brilliant. But yeah, we now need to do a little bit of work over here. So I think maybe if we're going to have, yeah, over in this part of the farm, we shall have lots of big fields. So yeah, if we start just here, look, it's going to be, yeah, that's all right, actually. Yeah, that'll do. So that is as big a field as we can get, but it's going to be in a bit of a weird place. So where do we want to put all the farm machinery and such like? We need to figure out where that's all going to go. Because we're going to buy a whole load of new farm machinery. That stuff is for this area here, really. So if we buy a whole load of new bits and bobs, put them maybe over here, actually. That might be quite good. Yeah, that's what we will do. Right. There's a plan. Oh, I like it when a plan comes together. Right, like that. And then along here, we want to get everything. We want to get storage stuff and machinery, places and everything else. So, yeah, where's the edge? Right, miles away. The edge is fine. So if we then put all this stuff over here. So this is going to be expensive, but we have got now coming up to 6 million farm manager money. So everything is fine. So let's go for some of the parking lots. just some of these regular parking lots. So we'll have 3 of these. I don't know why they haven't got any power, because there's a power thing right there, game. Being a bit weird about it, but okay, we'll plug that in like that. And then, just to make sure that we can have power over here, I'm going to put a thing there, look. Connect it up. Okay, so that's now got power. Those things magically appear. They don't need anybody to build those. And we will have a covered one. We'll have a garage, look. We'll pop that in like that. That's nice. And then we want to get in these things. So repair shop, that's important. In fact, you know what? We'll put that on the back here, look. So repair shop can go here. And then we want to get the fuel thing as well. So the gas station. So pop that in just there. And then we need another road coming up like that. Hang on, can we have the big road? Does that match? Yes, it does. Okay, we can have a big road. Okay, good. So that can come through up to here. Does that work? Yes. Okay, right. That all connects. Okay, splendid. And then, yeah, we've got that. We've got that. Oh, yeah, this is a new thing, by the way. This thing here, I think, has been added in a recent update. There are now cultivation ponds for growing aquatic plants. So that might be quite interesting. We'll pop that in at some point. Not right now, because we've got another sort of project on the go. But that, I think, will be quite interesting. And then, I think... No, not that button pinch. I think we need to get some of these in. So we need to get a house in. So we'll pop a house in over here. And possibly another one? Maybe another house as well? Although, do we put it here, look? Because we're going to have quite a lot of people doing a lot of work around here. So I think we'll drop 2 of those in, because money's now not really an object, because we make so much money. And then, down here then, that's what we'll do. We'll put the seasonal house in just here, like that. There we go. And then we want lots of storage stuff. We want to have lots of logistic bits and bobs. So we need a barn, because yeah, fodder and oil plants. So yeah, we'll have a barn going in like that, and another barn. And then can we get a warehouse as well? Will a warehouse fit in here? Is it going to fit in that gap? Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Okay, good. Yeah, there we go. Building Tetris is going well. There's a bit of a gap here. Do you know what? Can we put a tree? Can we have a tree? Come on. There must be enough room in there for a massive tree. There is. Okay. Boop. Yay. We've got a tree. Okay, good. Splendid. And then we'll get some nice things. We'll just put some nice plant things across the back like that. Very lovely. The tree has... The tree's gone? Where's my tree gone? Maybe we're just destined not to have a tree. Farm manager doesn't like trees, it seems. We're not doing trees anymore. Okay, right, fine. Be like that. Be like that. I wanted a tree. Okay, we'll have a few of these. Boop, boop, boop. And then just put some around the back as well, like that. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Oh, hang on. We'll have one of the big centerpiece things like that. We'll put one of those like there, look. There we go. Lovely. So we can't have a tree, but we can have one of those. Okie dokie. Right. So we've got the means to repair vehicles, the means to refuel them, places to put them, which I think should... Is that going to be enough? Is that going to be enough places to put all of our things? It might not be, but we have got room over here, look. So we'll come to that in a second. We'll sort that out in a bit. But yeah, firstly, let's get all this done, look. Let's get all this done. The weather is still not great, is it? Come out to April and it's -1 degree. So it's below freezing and it's snowing. I kind of expect it to be significantly better, really, but okay. What are the issues? Oh, hang on. Things are going to expire. Oh, those tomato seedlings are going to expire. Yes, of course. Because we're not selling them anymore. Because I told them not to, because I was keeping them in reserve for the greenhouses, but they can't use them for weird reasons. Right, okay, hang on then. Let's change that. So, auto trade, sell above 0. They can keep making those, because I think they make a bit more money. Although, is it worth a quick check of these sale contracts? You want 5,100, and we've got 10,100. Okay, yeah, accept that contract. All of it, deliver. Lovely. Yay, that went quite well, didn't it? Have we got 2,400 kilograms of tomatoes? No, we don't. Okay. I mean, these people do want some manure, but we also want to keep that for our huge amount of fields. So I think, yeah, we will, we'll keep that. We'll keep that for us. The Hot Croissant Bakery. They would like 100 litres of multi-flower honey, and we've got 94. I mean, we could do that, and they want some silage, but we need that. Got to keep that. There's loads of things they want. Some butter, 100 kilograms of butter, and we've got 1,350. Accept that and deliver that immediately, because that's a bit of a no-brainer. 1,000 kilograms of cow cheese. And that, hang on, we can do all of these. Yeah, accept and deliver that, accept and deliver that. Oh, we're flying through these things. Look at us with our orders that are being delivered. Yeah, that one. We can do that one. We can probably do this. We can't quite do that one. We definitely can't deliver that. We can't deliver that. But okay, we've done pretty well. That was quite good, wasn't it? We've just made 218 grand. Which is not too shabby at all. Okay. And yeah, they'll sort that other stuff out. They'll get all that stuff sorted. Right. Here we go. So over here then, all this is not quite finished yet. They're still building the barns. So here we go. So you build all of the barns. I think they're done. They're not on the roof. They take the stuff down. Right. So we now need to zone out the fields. And I think it's going to look a bit sort of patchworky around here, but that's okay. So I think we'll have a big field like that, as big as it can be. And then the other one, I don't think can be as big as it can be, because of course it's sort of hemmed in by that hill. But that'll do. So we'll put that just there. And then we can even get another couple down here, look. So we'll have one like that and another one coming in as big as that can be, like that. Okay. Why is that looking weird? I don't quite know. And that one's slightly bigger than that one, but it's fine. It's okay. And then we want to do like soil analysis stuff. So we'll do that. So yeah, have a look around there. Have a poke around there, please. Yeah, examine that bit and have a look at that soil. Fill your boots. There we go. So they can look at all the soil. Looking good on this one. Bit rubbish down here, but that's okay. They'll sort that out. Okay. Right. And now we need to decide what we want to put into those fields. But maybe we do want to. Hang on. Yeah, we'll get some. Do you know what? That's okay, actually. That's okay for the dates. Yeah, that's good. I like that for the seasonal house over here. They can just sort of, yeah, they can come in early in the year and stay a bit later. Why not? Although, yeah, we don't want that many, actually. Just get 6, possibly. Get 6 people in there. Right, now we need to buy some things. But, yeah, we need to figure out what we're going to start growing first. So, over here, I think we go for... And, yeah, I assume you can't have bio... You can have bio sunflowers. But I don't think you can then... You can't create bio oil, as we checked. So how is... Hang on, how does that work then? Can we turn bio sunflowers into regular oil? I don't imagine we can, but I haven't got a building to check. Unless we build an oil processing thing somewhere along here, maybe. And then have a look and then just leave it empty. I mean, it'll have to sit there for a long, long time not doing anything, but it might be worth just a quick check. Do you know what? We've got the money. It's fine. Let's build an oil factory at great expense. I mean, we could link it up to this road here, look, on the main road. So to get the stuff, they just bring it round from there. Or is that... That's quite far away, though, isn't it? All the stuff is going to be here. So maybe the oil factory can go here. And we can get workhouses along here. And then people can work in the oil factory from over here. But then all of our production stuff is kind of over this way. And I feel like it should be along here. Is that going to be the best use of it? We might need a little sort of delivery thing over here. Like a logistics thing to move all the stuff about. I think we'll need one of those as well. Also bring that road through, because that makes sense. Why didn't we do that before? I don't know. Yeah, I think we fill this bit up with industry bits and bobs. Oh yeah, the cows are here and the cheese is over here. They move it around. So yeah, we'll put stuff over here. Look, we shall get ourselves our first, go back over here again, our first oil factory. And yeah, just pop it in right there. Or, no, we're going to rejig this silly thing just here. Let's sort of twiddle that around like that. And that can come down like that. And then can come down to the main bit. And then that can just join up. Lovely. Right, okay, that's a bit better. So now I think the oil factory should fit in that gap. So if we find it again and go like that, I think it's pretty much perfectly fitting in that gap. There's a little bit of space behind it. So pop that in for 500,000 farm manager monies. It's not cheap. Also, it's not powered. Hang on a minute, we can resolve that. We can sort that. I'm going to put a thing in here, bring it along to here, and then run it down to here. There you go. Brilliant. Smooth as anything. Right, that's that sorted. So get that finished. And there it is. A lovely, shiny new oil factory. So let's take a look at what we can actually make. Okay. Oh, you can. You can look. Okay, right. So maybe, is it worth doing this? Although, do we then have to make our own organic sunflower seeds and things? Which then becomes a bit of a bother, doesn't it? Because I don't think we can order them in. They've made the organic sort of bio stuff a bit confusing, I feel, in this game. I don't know why we can't just sort of buy them in from another person who's making them. But so you can have your own organic sunflower oil, and it does make a lot more money. It is significantly more profitable. Okay, so thinking about that then, if we go to here and, right, let's just try this as a project then, shall we? So sunflowers, because they're fun and they're, you know, happy looking things. We'll have that. So do that. So now, has that become a problem? Is that an issue? So if we run time on, are they able to just sort of buy that stuff in? Are they good with that? So it's not growing, but yeah, because of a lack of resources. Okay, so I think then down here now, we need to buy lots of equipment. And this is going to be fun. We can do this. This is not an issue because we've got loads of money. So yeah, let me just stock up on lots of things. We'll buy all the good stuff as well. We'll buy the bigger tractors and the bigger cultivators and all that kind of stuff. Let's just go and buy a whole lot of lovely, shiny new farm equipment. Right, there we go. We've spent quite a lot of money, but now we do have a lot of farm equipment. Although not all the farm equipment we need, we still do need to buy a little bit more, but we'll come to that in a second. So over here, we've got the two big, gigantic Rodon cultivators that for some reason sort of in the game don't change colour, but on the little preview picture up here, they do change colour. So that one is supposed to be blue, that one is supposed to be hot pink. But for some reason they sort of, they come out as green, but that's okay. Over here, not one, not two, not even three, 4 shiny new, very excitingly coloured tractors. That's good. A couple of the plough sort of things in the background. In here, we've got 1 water tanker, which I think should be enough because we're going to irrigate the field. So that should be okay. Yeah, if you put it as yellow like that, it does look like it's sort of made of gold, which is quite exciting. And then a couple of the seed drill thingamajigs, need those. And then at the back, a variety of lovely sprayers. And then we've got the 2 manure spreaders and then the 2 box trailer things. So that's kind of the basics in, which is good. That's okay. But we still do need some more. So for the sunflowers over here, we need a combine harvester, and they're expensive and also quite big. And we need a new type of header. We need a corn header. A 7-meter corn header to be exact. So let's get those in, shall we? Now the only thing is, of course, we haven't got room to build anything else in here. And you might notice I did build a little extra sort of parking slot thing just here for some more equipment. But yeah, we still don't quite have enough. So I think let's get another couple of these. And I'm not bothered really about them having covers on. I'm not so fussed because we have a mechanic over here that goes out and repairs things. So I'm not so bothered about the rate that they're going to deteriorate and fall apart and such. So I think if we get a couple of these in, which apparently don't have power, obviously. They never have power. Right, pop that in, bring that down, connect it to that. There we go. They should now be plugged in. I mean, really, it's only these things that need to be plugged in, the barrier things, but okie doke. Right, and then get another one, and we can put different headers and things in it. Okay, and then in here, we need to buy the combine. And I think, hang on. Corn header 12, corn header 7. So the Rodon one can have a 12 meter corn header, rather than the Xena one, which can just have a 7 meter corn header. So I think, yeah, we get these. So they're 200 grand a piece. We're going to buy 2. We're going to have 2 of these because we're all being fancy pants and showy offy. So let's make that sort of, yeah, I like that. Geek corporate blue. I like that. And it's got a yellow stripe on it, which looks quite good. So we'll pop that in like that. And then get another one. Thank you. So another one of those. In a lovely shade of Geek Corporate Yellow. Marvellous. Put that in like that. And then we need the heading tool. So headers. So yeah, 12 meter corn header, please. That can go, yeah, there you go. Look, sunflowers. It's fine. It's good at that kind of a thing. So, okay, we'll have that in, don't know, yellow. Maybe yellow. Go with sunflowers. That's fine. So we'll have one of those. Oh, they're really big. That's massive. Look at the size of it compared to like the actual combine harvesters themselves. Good grief. I was going to get another one, but we're only going to have the one sunflower field. And that's interesting. What do the other things need? So, okay. So if we then want to go for, so we've got bio sunflowers. What was the other? Hang on. We could actually, thinking about it, we could make that sunflowers and that sunflowers. Just so you go on opposite sides. Although, we could just make different things each time. So coals are okay. How about flax? We could grow some flax. That'd be okay. Grow some flax. And then, yes, we are going to grow some hemp. Oh, that was that field, wasn't it? Okay, so can we go for bio hemp, if I spell it right? Yes, apparently so. And that needs a 5 meter grain header. Okay, and a seed drill. Okay, so that needs even more different equipment, but okay. So a 5 meter grain header and a seed drill. Okay, this is all fine. Okay, hang on a minute. So, where are we? So 5 meter grain. We'll have a 9 meter grain header, please. Because we can do that. We'll have it in hot pink, thank you. That is also a gigantic thing. So that's that field, I think, sorted. But yeah, we're going to need to get another seed drill, I think. Okay, so that's those two done. But yeah, do we go for different things? Maybe here we could go for flax. In fact, maybe go for flax on those 2 fields. So a load of sunflowers, load of hemp, and 2 flax because they're smaller. So yeah, we'll go for flax there, which again, I think we've got everything except the seed drill. I think we need to get the seed drill, but apart from that, we are looking pretty good. Yeah, sprayers, grain headers, all that kind of stuff. That's what we just bought, wasn't it? So yeah, we're going to need the seed drill, but other than that, it's fine. So yeah, we'll do that. Look, well, let's grow a variety of things. And yeah, we do need a pump. We need to get the pump sorted. Right, now we need to do all the bump with all this stuff to check out the soil. So I think there's going to be space over here for a pump, I think. There's a little, yeah, look, there's a gap over here. So we can build one of the water pumps in, oh, not in there, apparently. Oh, that's too near the barn, but we can build it down here, look. So it's okay. So pop that pump on that corner. It's clearly powered by that thing there. Okay. And then, I imagine at great expense, but it's going to be fine. We shall do that. So 100 grand. Ouch, expensive, but okay. That's 68 grand. We've still got plenty of money. That's too far away from the pump. That's a nuisance, isn't it? And that can go in. Okay, there was room behind here, look. There was room behind here. So, yeah, we'll have another pump, please. Pop that in just there. It is it not near enough to that power thing? Botherations. No. No, it is not. Okay, good, good. Well, we can resolve that by putting a thing just here and then running something there and then connecting it up to just there. Okay, right, now that can be sorted. Sort that out. Right, so the water level should be good. They should now be all sorted out. So it should be, what do they want? So between 60 and 70, and it's 65. Okay, so that's good. And that one is on 65. So we now need to look at the soil parameter thingamajigs. So pitch 5.5 to 7. So 6.25 would be ideal for that. It's nearly there, which is good. So yeah, that's not too bad. So we'll go for that with both the flax fields. And then nitrogen should be at 75 to be within the limits. Okay, so 75 and 75. It's a little bit high right now. Okay, so I'll try to do what they can to bring it down. Sunflowers, the humidity sort of water level is fine, and they need, what's that, 6.75 pH possibly, so 6.75, and nitrogen of 125. So they can work on that. And then over here, the hemp is looking good in terms of its numbers and into its water. And then in terms of pH, 6.5. That's good. And in terms of nitrogen, 125. And there we go. That's looking good. So now all we need, I think, is a seed drill. I think we need a couple of those and we will be looking good. So let's get a couple of these in. So seed drills. We bought a couple of those for the sunflowers, but they must be a different type of sort of seed delivery type thing required. That one can be hot pink because why not? Oh, they are bigger than I thought they were going to be. Okay, we'll put that one in like that. And this one here, seed drill. That one can be, let's go for blue. Why not? So we can't sort of preset these colours. I have to keep choosing it every time. Like that. Pop that in. Boop. And then we've got a little bit of room left over here, which is quite handy, I suppose. Right. That's quite a lot of work for people to get on with, but we haven't got any people. So now we can go down here and hire some people. Okay, these need names. So we're going to call it Oil House 1 because it's near the oil fields. And, oh no, Oil House 2, even though they might be silly names. But we sort of know loosely where it is because this is where we're growing oil plant things. Right, so over here, we want people that can do all sorts of different things. So, yeah, we want people that are good at working with plants because that's important. Have we got any? Ah, right, you're quite good at driving the machines. Okay, slows down the wear and tear of used machinery. So we could get you in. So Jude Clark, you can come in. And we'll get Jude Gray. Right, so 2 people good at working with machines. Not many people this time around who are good at working with plants, except Mila Oliver. So you can come in. That's fine. But that's kind of it. Can we have some people that are good at working with plants? There were quite a lot last time when we didn't need them. And now that we need people that are good at working with plants, there aren't any. Oh, crikey, there's not enough resources. Tomato. You don't have enough resources. Are we... Oh, hang on a minute. I think, are we selling all of our tomatoes so they can't make... Hang on, what's happening over here in this bit of the farmer tech? I have the ball. Yes, they need tomatoes to make the thing. Oh, of course. Of course, because we ran out. Because they had to replant those fields. In fact, no, don't, no. No, don't repeat the rotation cycle. Don't do that. How do I tell them to not do that? Take this out. You can't change the crop at this time. Well, I'm going to need to because the biocrop doesn't work. And you'll complain at us and tell us it's a terrible idea. Are you sure you want to set up crop rotation? Yes. Although we shouldn't need to because it should just be tomatoes all the time. And then I want to get rid of that one. Oh, this is very broken, isn't it? Okay, well, hang on with that. Oh, this is very confusing. That doesn't make any sense. That one is okay. No, they're changing it from one to the other, I think. Have I just broken it? I might have just broken things a bit. Okay, I'm going to leave that and hope that resolves itself. I don't quite know what's going on, but that's why there's not enough tomatoes. Oil factory is complaining. That's fine. Not enough resources. Colza. Oh, right. We haven't got enough colza. Maybe that's because we haven't grown any yet. I think we're working on it. Yeah, it's going to take a little while to get that in. Okay, so how about for now, we buy in, I don't know, 500 units of colza for that much money. Yay, right, one of our problems has gone away. Brilliant. An organic field is being polluted. Organic food is being polluted by either inorganic plants or production buildings. Oh, not this again. So because that production building is near to there, that can't be organic. Well, I can't... Right, it's a good job we have got a massive pile of money, because I need to move this out of the way. I mean, how far away does it need to be? I don't know how far away it's supposed to be before it starts polluting our organic fields. Everything else seems to be fine. Oh, this is all a bit silly, isn't it? I might just not bother with the organic stuff. It just seems too much hassle. I remember last time, in the previous version, in Farm Manager 2021, it was sort of, it was alright. Made a bit of sense. It was quite logical, but now it seems to have all fiddly faffy rules and stuff about seeds and things and goodness knows what else. Okay. So I think then we're going to move that. We can't move it. We've got to destroy this annoyingly. Although, there you go. We get some money back. Massive waste of time. We'll put the other one over here, but we know that we can build the things. We know that we can, make ourselves the organic versions of the things that we're growing. So, okay, are you happy now? Are you happy? Show. Right, that's gone away. Okay, this is looking good. So, not enough organic jute. That's fine. Not enough tomato. And all the other things are fine. Okay, right, let's go back over here and get some more people. Come on, there's got to be some people that can work with plants, given that we're a farm. No, one person. Okay, oh no, hang on, you as well. Right, Gabriel, you can come in. Sebastian, you can come in. But, I still want some more. Well, there's somebody else who can... I've already got a couple of sort of tractor drivery people. So they shouldn't be... In fact, you know what? You don't drive the machines. And also you... don't drive the machines. Let the other people drive the machines because they're good at that kind of a thing. And yeah, we'll just keep checking. Here we go. Right, so you can come in. You're good at plants. Again, limited resources. Okay, you're good at plants and bees. Don't need you for bees, but you can come in for your plant skills. That's fine. And I want to get one more. I'd like to get one more and then just sort of max that out over here. You're a bit expensive. Anybody cheaper? Oh, you'll do. Elizabeth Wheeler. In you come, Elizabeth Wheeler. So that's 8 people over here, which should be okay. That should be okay. What's the problem in here now? The things are busy. Okay, yeah, that's fine. You will find that the vehicles are going to get quite busy because, that's how it is. We've got lots of things going on. It's going to be busy around here for a while. I think another tractor's coming in to work on this big field. Okay, good. That's looking good. I think then in here, let's get some more people that can work with plants. So you can work with plants. Again, slim pickings. Employment agency. Can you please send us people that are good at working with plants? That'd be nice. Thank you so much. Yes, you can come in. And you're a bit expensive, but you can come in as well, because why not? Oh, and there you go. Brilliant. And that should be okay. We're getting another person in to work with machines, actually. So that's 5. I wouldn't mind getting another few in. You can work with plants. That's very good. You can work with plants. And just the last person. Just a last planty person. Let's just do that. And you, Paige May. Right, so lots of people over here who can work with plants, which is what we're doing in this part of the farm, which is wonderful. Right, okay, so that's good. I think maybe what we'll do is let's buy in a load of tomatoes for now. We'll sell, and we'll buy in, although, do we auto-sell tomatoes? Do we auto-trade them away? We sell above 1,000. Okay, so if we buy 1,000... we're not then going to be wasting our money. Okay. Buying some straw. Okay, we'll buy in 500 straw, which will be no money at all. And we'll buy 1,000 tomatoes at a bit of expense. But there we go. Right, so that should sort out another couple of issues over here eventually. We've got diseased fields. That's a bit of a problem. Machines are busy. That's fine. And then, yes, over here, we haven't got the organic jute. Although, hang on a minute, yeah, did we set that up over... Where is it? I've lost my bearings. Over here, look. That's going to be the jute field, isn't it? So it's cultivated. They're delivering the nitrogen fertilizer. Oh, did I set all that to be manure fields? I think I did. Or it was automatically set. Okay, no, that's fine. That's all good. That's got a pump. That's got a pump. Right, okay. So I think we should be okay. But yeah, what's the error down here then? Don't know from resources. We have to produce more of the organic jute. But I think, can we not just order it? This is where it gets confused. I'm going to take that off for now. And now we have no resource order for the jute. Because we told these guys or these guys to make it. So, no resource order, jute organic. There is no resource order in the nearest warehouse for organic jute. Which, have we got any of this? Hang on, jute. Jute. Organic jute seeds. We haven't got any. But why? Because surely you should have been buying the jute. Have we not been buying jute in? Auto trade. Purchase until 300. So we should have been buying in jute to turn into organic jute in here. So why are they not doing that? I don't understand what's going on with all of this. It's become complicated. I don't really get what's happening there. And that doesn't have any organic jute to work with, so it can't make the material, which is fine. I get that. That's okay. I'm with you on that one. Let's see what happens over here in our great big sort of oil fields, if you like. There's oil in these fields. So yeah, we'll see what they get up to. I mean, they are working on them pretty quickly. That's being cultivated. I think that is waiting to be cultivated. But yeah, they're doing a good job. So yeah, we'll tick time on a bit and just see what happens with all this kind of stuff. But yeah, the jute thing is confusing me a little bit. I don't fully understand what's going on with that. So yeah, we'll see what happens when it comes to planting the jute in this field. Once it's been sort of nitrogen sorted and fertilized and all that kind of stuff, we'll see what happens. I've just realized that we don't have an auto trade thing set up for the cheeses, the butter or the cottage cheese, which isn't on our little kind of preview bar thing at the top there. Why have we not done that? That means that all of our dairy products are just sitting around in a warehouse somewhere. People around the world cannot get their hands on the lovely People's Farm cheese because we're just sort of hoarding it and keeping it to ourselves. I mean, I imagine I'm going in and having a little bit of it because I do like a nice bit of cheese. But yeah, I think maybe we should possibly set up auto trades for those. Also, our sheep milk is getting a tiny bit low. Maybe on the auto trade, we should possibly not sell quite as much. Sell above 2,000. So if we get above 2,000, keep that, sort of keep it up to 2,000, sell anything above. But yeah, no auto trades for the cheese. Okay, right, pause time. We will set these up. So let's go for the cheeses. So auto trade that away above 0. No point keeping any of it because we can't do much with it. And then we've got the cow's cottage cheese, sell above 0. And then we've got the sheep cheese. So again, sell above 0. Thank you. And we've got the butter, like so. So sell that above 0. Okay, so that's going to be the 4 things being auto-traded away. But I think right now, let's go and sell it ourselves and see what money we get. So, okay. So, hang on. We'll sell that waste. Obviously, something went off and I didn't notice, but never mind. Sell it anyway. Right, away with you. We have got, hang on. Organic tomatoes making nearly 29 grand. I mean, that's quite nice. That's pretty good, isn't it? We will... Do you know what? We'll auto-trade those for now, actually. We'll auto-trade those away for now. So, yeah, bio tomatoes, please. Sell above all of them. Just do it all for now. Right, back we go. So all of these things here are fine. We don't need to do anything with these. We have got some organic jute seeds, finally. Okay, so how much do we get for the sheep's cheese that we've got stored away? Although, hang on a second. Hang on. Would anybody like any cheese products? We now do have probably quite a lot. Anybody want any cheese? 700 kilograms of cow cheese. We've got 3,000. Yes, accept that contract. Butter. You want 2,000. You want 800. We've got 2,050. Accept that. Sheep cheese. You want 500 kilograms. We've got 5,000. Yes. You want 300 kilograms of cow cottage cheese. We've got loads. Oh, this is fantastic. Look at all these orders that we can deliver. Okay. So, I haven't seen our money, what we've got at the minute, but whatever. Here we go. Deliver that. Deliver that. Deliver that. And delivered that. So we've just made quite a lot of money. We're just over 5 million farm manager monies. And I don't think we've completed this just yet. I still think we've got a lot of potential cheese buyers out there, which is good because we've got a lot of cheese to sell, which is nice. Right, keep scrolling. There's so many. There are so many of these. I mean, it's going to come to a point where we're just going to go, I'm not bothered about this anymore. We're making so much money. This is all fine. But for now, we'll go through, I think. I thought I saw some. Here we go. Yeah. So you're 1,700 kilograms. We can deal with that. You want 600. We've got double that. That's fine. You want quite a lot of that. But okay, right. So, yeah, deliver that and deliver that. So that's another big chunk of money, which is nice. And then if we sell the sheep cheese, that's 500,000 farm manager monies. The butter, 25 grand, not too bad at all. There is quite a chunk of the cow cottage cheese for nearly 90 grand, and a handful, a little tiny selection of cow cheese for nearly 12 grand. Brilliant. Yes, and sell all of the organic tomatoes as well, because we're here. Why not, eh? Right, that's 500,000 farm manager monies coming in. Boop. Yay, we did it. Okay, that's quite good, isn't it? Very happy about that. That's wonderful. Right, okay, back we go to sort of, watching and waiting for things to happen. But yeah, all this is now, we don't need to keep a monitor on those anymore. That's fine. They'll just sort of do what they need to do. That's all good. Really, I want them to get on with this. I want them to sort the jute field out. But yeah, I think they're doing the other fields, look. They're prioritising the organic sunflower field rather than our jute. Which is, it's fine, it's good, they're sorting it all out. But yeah, I'd rather they did this one first, because that's been waiting longer. But there we go, I'm sure they've got their own sort of, means and ways of working these things out. So I think whilst we wait for the fields to get sorted out, let's do the final bits of training, shall we? Let's get this out of the way. So we've got 3 bits in production, 2 bits in animals, but we can't do those just yet because we haven't met the requirements. So let's come back over here and we'll get this one done. Nothing goes to waste. We can spend 8 grand, wait 5 days, and then we can have access to the composting facility, which I think means that we can take waste, like we've seen. We tend to sell it on, I think, but we can take that waste and then turn it into compost and then put it on the fields or sell it or whatever. I mean, I don't think we're going to use it that often, but yeah, it's a bit of training. We can get it done for hardly any money at all. So there we go. Get that underway. And excitingly, over here, this field is now fertilised. So they're waiting to plant, but it does say not enough resources, sunflower seed organic. Okay. Are we in this silly situation where we can't buy them in? I completely disagree with this farm manager monies. So hang on. So we want to buy in sunflower seeds, organic ones, please. But we can't. You can only buy in normal sunflower seeds. Yeah, okay, right. I mean, yes, I thought maybe we were doing this field wrong here with the jute. But no, we're buying in regular jute and then turning it into organic jute with our little seed factory thing down here. And then they're going to take the seeds that we're making over here and put them into that field. But yeah, you can't buy in the organic seeds, which doesn't make any sense. So really, if you want to have an organic farm, you're going to have hundreds and hundreds of these little things, or maybe not hundreds, but yeah, dozens of little sort of seed things, turning regular products into the organic variants and then using those to plant in your fields, which is just silly because why can't we just buy them in? Why can't we just purchase the seeds? It doesn't make any sense. So now, have we got to change this? Have I got to change this? And then is it going to obliterate all of the stuff they've done? Is it going to go, oh no, hang on a minute, because you want to plant different things in the field, we need to recultivate it? Because that doesn't make any sense. The field is prepared and ready. So how does this work? So, okay, we can't have these, because it turns out that having these sort of, the lovely, the bio stuff is too much of a bother. So we're going to change that, and we're just going to go for regular sunflowers, please. Good old normal sunflowers. Okay, no, we're all good. We're all good with this. It retains all this stuff, which is brilliant. Okay, so it turns out I didn't need to knock down the very expensive oil factory. Botherations. Okay, never mind. We'll have that as regular hemp, please, because this is silly. We'll have that as regular flax, because it's just too much of a bother with the organic stuff. And that can be flax. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that you can't buy that in. I find that a bit silly. It's a bit of a daft thing. Also, this is weird. Got bits of ground that are not sort of, don't know, they've not been properly ploughed, but I think they have been in the game, but just visually it's not quite right. But okay, right, a little bit of sort of weirdness going on. Yeah, so what is the issues? So, hang on, we're still out of tomatoes. We've not got the jute, that's fine, we know that to be the case. That's the only organic thing that we're going to do, because otherwise it's just too much of a faff. And we still don't have enough colza. We might need to possibly grow some more colza somewhere. That might be quite a good shout. I mean, in fact, maybe near the bees. We can grow things down here. Maybe, hang on, this is what we'll do. Over here, we can now have a bigger field. Although we can't for some reason. Why can't we put a field just that? Are you trying to tell me that that's... Oh, there's a hill. There's a hill just there. Well, that is just irritating, isn't it? Why is it so hilly around here? Okay, fine. We're going to sort this out. Where can the road go? Not there. Can it go here? Yes, it can. Okay, so the road can come through. Can it go across? No. Can it go across like that? No. Can it go across like that? No. Where can we build this road? Can it go here? No. Can it go like that? No. Can it go there? No. Apparently too hilly. That's too hilly, apparently. Okay. It can go to about here. And then, yeah. I mean, that's a bit naff, isn't it? It's a bit silly. But okay, right. So like that. So we can't build here because apparently this ground here, it's too hilly. I mean, nobody could traverse this dangerous, lethal, mountainous terrain. Look at that. There's a bit of a bump there. Well, someone might stub their toe. So, with that in mind, we'll have, I think, a colza field, which we can rotate with buckwheat, possibly, like that. We'll do that, and then bring a road round the edge of it, just because it sort of fits quite nicely into the middle, like that. And this can be colza for now, and then rotate it with buckwheat for the honey. Although we do need more colza for the animals. That is the issue. No, do you know what? No, leave it as colza. Leave it as colza. Do the irrigating. Put the thing on. Oh, hang on. We have not sort of analysed the ground. So we'll do that. I've also analysed the road, which is good. Yay for the road being analysed. Oh, that's a good field. Oh, that's a very good quality field. Okay, still apparently only soil class 2. I think that's a good field, isn't it? So moisture is right. Nitrogen needs to be 125. And pH value needs to be 6.75. So it's not far off, actually. That was pretty good. Yeah, there we go. So you guys can work on that to get some more colza in. For now, though... oh, yeah, we bought some in, didn't we? Right, okay. Okay. So how is this all looking over here? It's taken a while to get this sorted. And again, the jute field is feeling a little bit left out. And we're already halfway through the year. But the sunflowers are going in. Okay, they are being planted. We've got sunflowers. This field is being fertilised. That one is waiting for the manure. That one is waiting for nitrogen stuff. But okay, it's looking good. It's looking very good. So all of these things can go in. Does that barn reach that field? Yes, it does. Okay, so I can take the flax from that field and put it into the barns over here. Right, this is good. Lots of grass coming in from there. Got spinach coming in. We've got tomatoes. We've got tomatoes. You can turn them into the organic tomato seedling things. This is good news. Yeah, there we go. that should keep them going for a while, although I suspect maybe not for ages. And we're coming up to 7 million farm manager monies, which is just silly money. We've got apricots in about 150 days, got some apples in 110, got pears in 83 days, got apples there 112, and for the first time, plums 77 days. Okay, so yeah, we do need to get some more of the processing plant things in over here to deal with all of those things, you know, to do with fruit and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I just want to make sure we get our first kind of oil things in. I want to make sure this is all set up properly. So yeah, let's get some sunflowers. Come on, here we go. Planting is nearly done. How are you doing? This isn't all the people on the back, is it? No, this is just like a clever machine type thingamajig. And I think that's it. It's done. We are growing sunflowers, which is brilliant. There we go. Someone's come to spray it, which is fine. So yeah, I just want to see these start to grow. Because at the minute, of course, they're just teeny tiny seeds in the ground, so we can't see anything. So I'd like to run time on to the point where we can see, you know, at least something in that field. That I think would be quite good. Also, the jute field is finally being sorted out at long last. And I don't know how many seeds we're going to need to work on that field. I imagine quite a lot. Also, sheep milk running out. Running out of sheep milk. But plenty of cow milk. Okay. I think possibly over here we readjust this. So as soon as they finish working on this, yeah, look, we're not going to sheep milk for 3 lots. So we'll let them finish this. And then we'll change what they're making. Although they have got some more shit. Oh, they've just put loads more in. Have they got more in? They've got 300. They've got 400. Oh, no, I think it's just because it's being shipped out to these guys. I think that's okay. I don't think we need to worry about that. I think that's all fine. Okay, good. There we go. It's all ticking over okay. So the only issues are a diseased grass field, a busy machine, and yes, we haven't got this thing sorted. I'm going to press fix just to make that error go away. Yay! It went away. Brilliant stuff. Good. Okay, we're happy about that. Right, let's see what they do with these fields. Let's look at the jute field. And I want to see some... Oh, hang on, look. I mean, I can barely see it on my screen through the rain, through the good old, you know, classic Northampton rain. But yeah, look, there is stuff growing. There's little green things growing in the field. We've got sunflowers growing. It's exciting. This is good. This is good. The hemp is being planted. This is excellent. There we go. Nearly finished with that. These guys will make one sort of tour back across that way. That uses the different seed drill thing. So that's a bit different. They need to be a bit careful. And then, yeah, that's ready. Oh, okay, that was quite a striking change all of a sudden. Right, so that field looking very busy. And yeah, these two waiting to be fertilised. Right, so I think to finish things up for today, over here near the new bit that we've just constructed, near the oil fields over here, I think we get in a logistics building because it is a little bit far away from everything else, isn't it? And of course, if people are having to move goods around, say from, I don't know, over here to over here possibly, where there's some sort of warehouse or whatever, that's going to take ages because they are likely going to have to move it by hand in little sort of boxes or whatever they carry around. So I think maybe having a logistics building might be quite a useful thing. So we shall pop one of those in, if I can recall where they are. Oh, logistics, that's why. Right, logistics building can go in... Where do we put this? If we put it there, it does stick out a little bit. I kind of wanted it to be one bit shorter, but never mind. So we'll put that there. And then we're going to need people to work in it. Now, we could potentially just get rid of 3 people out of here, but they're all working on fields and things. And I feel like that's probably an important thing too, given that, you know, we are a farm and everything. So how about another little worker house can go in? Hopefully, hang on a minute, hang on. Hopefully it's got power. If not, we're going to sort that out. We're going to, there you go, preemptively strike at that. I don't think it did have power, but now it does. Brilliant. And then in here, can we get people that are good at shipping? Okay, immediately, Mohammed Jordan. But yeah, hang on, we need to name this. So, what do we call it? Oil area near to logistics building, because that's what it is. That's precisely what it is. It's in the oil area near to the logistics building. So, okay, we'll go for... I mean, you're quite expensive, actually. You're a bit cheaper, and you can do shipping. So, yeah, okay. You can come in, and... Oh, yeah, you're okay. Yeah, you're cheaper as well. Sorry, Mohammed Jordan, you're not coming in. We're going to go for Charlotte Cooper, because she is a little bit cheaper. And then, yeah, immediately, they can work in there. So, Charlotte Cooper, yes. Theodore Day, yes. Brilliant. Okay, so now things over here should work a little bit better. They're not going to be quite so remote because, yeah, look, they've got the big lorry things. They can drive things around. We've got straw coming in from over here. That's very good news. That's all exciting. Over here, waiting for the colza to go back in. That's also brilliant. But, yeah, looking good. Everything is looking good. Oh, look at that. Flax. Got flax coming in. Oh, this is very exciting. Okay, so a big field of flax. A big field of hemp. That's still waiting. So that's only got 73 days. That's not that long. 57 days for the hemp and 53 days for the sunflowers, which are very slowly appearing out of the ground. Look at that. They're just very slowly growing. These ones here look a little bit bigger than the ones next to it, which is quite good. So there we go. So the sunflowers are growing. Quick check of the issues. Oh, hang on. Right. Stuff's going to expire in there. Oh, carrots. Oh, hang on. Hopefully we haven't missed that. We haven't missed the carrots, have we? Okay. Right. There's quite a lot of waste in there. And I think the carrots... Oh, no, the carrots are still here. Why have we got 10,000 units of waste? There must be something that we are not auto-trading away. Is it... Hang on a minute. We should be auto-selling the organic tomatoes. Okay. Carrots. Sell them all for 21 grand. Okay. We might keep that waste and build the compost facility thing, because we unlocked the thing to allow us to do it, so we might as well. Okay, yeah, what went off? What went off? I don't know. And, right, we need... okay. We need more silo space. We can get these in. These appear pretty quickly, actually. We have got access to the large silos, so maybe we just drop a few of those in. We'll put 1 and 2... and 3 down there like that. That should be fine. So pop those in. They should be able to store many, many things. So that'll go away, hopefully. So clear that out, please. Get rid of that error. And ta-da! There we go. Right, not enough tomatoes again. Okay. Right, that's also an issue. How long is it to grow this? Only a couple of days. 2 days. Oh, 52 days. So I've just harvested them. I shouldn't have just harvested them, and immediately these guys have grabbed them all and gone, brilliant, let's make the organic seedlings, which we're then selling. Okay, right, never mind. This is all fine. We've got 480 jute seeds. How are they doing with this? Now they're waiting to fertilise the field. Crikey, one day the jute will grow. One day we'll have that sorted. But okay, but it's not this day. It's taking a while. But I am very happy with how this has all gone so far. I mean, it's been a bit all over the place with, you know, sort of building many fields and then having to deal with other bits and bobs, and the stupidity over here with the silly rules about not being near production buildings to grow organic things, which doesn't really make any sense to me. But yeah, I think we've done all right. We've done okay. And this bit over here, I think it's going to be quite good. So yes, we'll get some sort of oil factory thing set up along here maybe, with a warehouse to store the final sort of products in. And that looked quite good. I think that looked quite good. So, you know, grow the oil here, store it maybe over here, and then, you know, make these sort of actual finished oil products over here. I think that'll look quite good. And then on to the next thing. I mean, who knows what we do next? Who knows what we can do? There are so many options. There are so many things. But possibly, thinking about it actually, given that we know that we've got a lot of fruit coming our way, possibly we could get the which one is it? The fruit, is there a fruit process? Oh, the food processing plant we could get. We could get the vegetable processing plant to do something with carrots. But yeah, the fruit processing plant. I think maybe that's what we want to look at. So we can do stuff with all the things that are coming out of the orchards. So we can make a yellow pear jam by the look of it, and dried apricots and dried prunes and things. So dried plums, sorry. So whatever else, we can make loads of different things. So I think maybe we'll look at getting at least a couple of those in as well, I think that'll be quite good. So yeah, plenty to do when we come back, as well as of course sorting out the oil stuff over here, and maybe even possibly growing some organic jute. Imagine that. It's been, on the cards for quite a long time, so we'll see if that happens as well when we come back next time. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Farm Manager World. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I'll see you next time. Move out of the way, friend. I'm going to completely ignore you and do some comment moderating. Kung Fu Croquet. Maria, you've broken my heart. There you go, some more flowers that I stored on the back of my pants. Lovely. There we go. As you can see, I'm having the wildest of times. Enormous banana massacre.